Hi, this is Larry with Man Cave Mayhem. Today I got another package in for the CT125. Looks like it came from Bangkok, Thailand. Just remember, when you're adding things to this bike, you're adding weight to the bike, and it's already an underpowered bike, but I don't really care. This is just gonna be a fun little project bike that I'm gonna fart around on in the desert, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's get this baby unboxed, see what we have here. They definitely package it up well. And this is another Moto Skill product. I'm real happy with their quality. Just everything about their welds and everything seem to be pretty high quality, so I've been kind of going with that brand. Well, here's the top rack from Moto Skill, and they definitely make a good product. I mean, the welds are beautiful. Just the quality is really nice. It's all there. So this is the top rack. It matches this. Satin finish. You know, everything you'd want in a good quality rack. But they do package the heck out of these things. I tell you what, they don't want any damage done coming overseas like that. So I'm going to set this aside and we'll unpackage the next package. It's going to be the headlight guard. And again, this is like packaged up crazy. Needless to say, it's overkill on the packaging, which I'm not complaining about. If it's coming this far, you want it to be in good shape when you get it. So you can kind of see how that's set up there. I don't know if you can get a good view of that, but that's really nice quality. With the headlight guard, you're going to be getting these spacers and these 4 Allen head bolts. And then with the rack itself that goes on top of the headlight guard, you're going to get these 4 Allen head bolts with locking nuts. Nylock nuts that come with it. So that's the extent of the hardware that you get. Okay, the only real tools you're going to need for this project is a 5mm Allen key and a 10mm open box end wrench. And that's it, really. This is going to be a real simple install, I think. Okay, we're first going to start out by installing the rack. So we're going to take our 5mm Allen wrench and we're going to loosen up these 2 bolts here. Break these loose. I always save my factory bolts just in case I ever want to put things back to stock. And we're going to repeat that process on the opposite side. We're going to be careful not to bump this or move this too much. It's going to want to move on you because you got everything disconnected. You can try doing one side at a time. I just opted to take everything off and I'll just kind of fiddle with it. And once you have those out, you're going to want to get your spacers and your bolts ready. I'm going to start on this front side here and show you how we do it. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of place these spacers in here and hopefully try to get this rack up here without knocking everything down. Now, I can already tell you this may prove to be a little challenging, getting these spacers in along with the bolts. What I'm going to try to do is do one at a time. And I'll start with the top ones and just get these semi hooked up here. Thread that. Just get the threads started on the top one on both sides and keep it loose. Now once you have those started, you're going to rock this light guard back like this and then carefully place your spacers on both sides. Then you'll rock it back down. Being careful not to knock the spacers out of place. The fitment might be a little fiddly. You may have to kind of flex that bracket a little bit to get it to line up with your holes. Not a big deal, not too difficult to do either. Then you'll carefully thread those in. Be careful not to cross thread these too. And once you get that one on one side loosely threaded, you'll go to the other side and repeat the process. All right, once that's in, what I like to do is kind of back these out a little bit and add some blue Loctite to these just to make sure that they're going to hold in place. So we're going to do that now. I like to add the blue Loctite because it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And I'm going to just do this one bolt at a time. Because of the weird flexy nature of this frame, it makes it a little challenging to line everything up. So We're gonna do this one bolt at a time. Good stuff there, that blue Loctite. Save a lot of heartaches on the trail. All right, now that all those are Loctited and tightened down, that completes the install of the Moto Skill Headlight Guard. I think it's a really good looking headlight guard. It's very rugged looking. And like I said, I don't want to put too much stuff on this. I really don't like the crash guards, although I know they could be useful. But I just don't like seeing the crash guards on these bikes because it takes away from the nature of the bike. But I do like these headlight guards. So we've got this on now. And now we're going to move on to the next step. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Check us out at Instagram at mancave_mayhem. Now let's get on with the rack. Now installing the rack's really simple. You can see these 4 holes that's already provided. You simply just set the rack on top and line the holes up. So we're going to do that right now. Now that those holes are lined up, we're going to get the 4 provided nuts, lock nuts and bolts, and we're going to first start out by dropping these bolts in. So now we're going to just drop these bolts into the holes, make sure that everything's lined up the way you want it. Now that those are in, all you need to do is add these nuts to the underside. Take your 10mm open-end wrench with your 5mm Allen key and tighten all those up. We're going to do that now. All right, and this is what she looks like once she's installed. Pretty cool and very functional rack for this bike. I think it's something that's going to get used a lot, and this is a great little bug out rig. And this rack right here, combined with the center rack, you can haul a lot of crap. And with the little top case or whatever box you guys put on here, you've got quite a bit of storage options and luggage options. So, if the world goes to hell in a handbasket, you guys have a way of bugging out. Kind of cool. One other thing I wanted to mention is that after taking this for a test drive, it seems that this little guard here helps make this instrument cluster a little bit more legible in the bright sunlight. And I'll bring it around to this side here so you guys can see it. So it kind of helps. Believe it or not, I was kind of shocked, but it helps that as well. That's going to about wrap it up for the installation of this Moto Skill rack and headlight guard on the CT125. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Check us out at Instagram at mancave_mayhem. And just remember, folks, I'm just a man in a cave causing mayhem. Thanks again for watching.